Hello to all traders and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. It's all about Twitter and Tesla. In the last few trading days, we've seen the acquisition being put into place from Elon Musk as $44 billion worth of this acquisition is seen to be taking place. And we've seen a bit of a jump and a fall on these shares. Tesla's shares have dropped almost 12% in trading yesterday, with a lot of shareholders concerned that Twitter's focus may not be good for Tesla's focus in the near term as well. And even though Elon Musk is the world's richest man, we're looking at him actually having to have most of his stock tied up, or his funds tied up in Tesla stock. So they'll have to sell off Tesla stock in order to fund this next acquisition for Twitter. So this has taken a bit of a dive on Tesla's shares. However, Twitter spiked up over 3% during the course of this acquisition this week as well. Also, what's next for Tesla? Well, a lot of its users are worried about this content diversity that it had on was placed on Twitter at the moment. There are content restrictions and it's sparking concerns that one of the most high profile people in the world, Donald Trump, was actually banned from Twitter due to his incitement of violence during the Capitol riots not so long ago. So is he going to be allowed back on Twitter? How detrimental is this going to be? Because Elon Musk is a very big favorable person for the right of free speech as well. So we'll see what's next for Twitter. First of all, Tesla, I just want to show you, as I said, this 12% drop since we've started this acquisition, and yesterday's, this is on daily chart, and yesterday's move to the downside is looking like it's going to be here to stay, as now we are looking to see what the consequences are. We have dipped into this border, in cloud engulfment into the downside, and now we are looking at possibly another leg to the downside as well. As I said, Tesla shareholders are not too keen and not too happy about the current acquisition, and they are worried about what this means for the long run as well, going into 2022 and 2023 possibly. So now we've got the move to the downside. We are looking at this V-shaped this downside pattern. Obviously, if you're a bear trading on Tesla, it is looking quite good for prices. But you know, now that we're in this cloud engulfment, we are looking for another leg lower and possibly another push to the lower border of this downside cloud, roughly about the $800 mark. Very, very psychological mark on that level at least. Nothing too much on the RSI. I'll just remove these drawings for the near term. Just looking at the 4-hour chart now, and as you can see here, not too much different from the daily chart. We have now, however, pierced through the whole cloud, and this tells me that prices are on the downside. The bias is looking lower, and when the markets do open shortly, we could be heading for another leg lower as well. So just keep an eye on these recent bottoms, because we had quite an ascension when this news broke and when we were looking at Elon Musk buying another company. However, Tesla's stock has been hit quite hard due to the fact that he has been having to take funds out of his stock in Tesla as well. Twitter, on the other hand, a little bit different on the charts here. So we've got a daily chart at the moment, and we saw this ascension, a big gap in prices, because this story's been going on for roughly about 2 weeks now. So when this news did break, obviously with every acquisition for a company, prices do push high. We saw Activision Blizzard being bought by Microsoft. This made the stock jump quite significantly. We've seen Peloton potentially being bought by other companies, or bids that saw the company stock jump as well. So just keep an eye out for these acquisition prices. But since then, we've had a big heavy consolidation and kind of like a bit of not really too much of a direction at the moment. We're just looking to see if prices are going to start moving higher or lower in the near term, but currently they are looking very big. And if we look on the 4-hour chart as well, it shows a similar story, especially with the confluence of this area kind of going into a bit of a diagonal at the moment, and we're just seeing what a bit of a contracting triangle, and we're just seeing what's going to happen in the near term. Nothing too much on the signals on the RSI or MACDs, just been looking at them as well. So with Twitter, it's basically very fundamental driven, and we'll see what happens with this story in the next few trading days as we head on into the last part of the week. So that's all from today's Stockwatch. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.